guys, welcome back. It is Dr. aka EDU_curlz here, also known as Nia, and I am so excited to bring you the final installment of the hair part of things I'm taking with me into 2026. So let's get into it. Many of you know that I am a stan for very specific gels. Over the tenure of my hair journey, I have really figured out what works for my hair, what doesn't work for my hair, what my hair loves out of stylers. And to be honest, I haven't had a ton of success all the time with mousses and certain types of gels. And so the gels that you're gonna see today are very specific. And you'll notice that there are way fewer of them than there were leave-ins and other things. And that is really just because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? The other thing is gel for me doesn't always play nice in my hair. I do not enjoy really hard, crunchy curls. I don't enjoy really stiff curls, and I don't enjoy gels that dry out my curls. And so because of that, I look for ultra moisturizing gels that really work for the lengths of my hair. Now, there are gels that I use that can sometimes fall in that category to slick my hair, to put in a pony, to put in a bun, those types of things, and we'll talk about those gels today as well. But the two that I use on the lengths of my hair are ultra moisturizing, and they have a similar texture. So along my hair journey, I've really learned that my hair drinks and loves those snotty, mucusy looking type of gels. I know that sounds really gross, but they work really well for me. And there's a base in those gels that are substantially more beneficial to my hair and give me better slip and better hold and better definition. And so the first one that I'm going to talk about is the Camille Rose Curl Maker. She has been an HG since probably I revamped my YouTube channel altogether, and from my college days. When I was in college, she just was more expensive, but they reformulated this when I first started it in college, almost 15 years ago now. And this version, this revamped version, has been hands down the HG that I needed in my life. I will use alone. I will use with any of my leave-ins. She is a beauty. She works so well. And I love her. And she's made with marshmallow and agave leaf extract. The base of this that really does it for me personally is the marshmallow root extract in particular. The fact that it has aloe leaf juice as the base, okay? And there are some other parts of this, you'll always find a xanthan gum or one of those in there. But for me, horsetail is another good one, and nettle is another good one. But you'll always find a xanthan gum, a carbomyr type of thing in the gels. Carbomyr-based gels and I are not always friends, but xanthan gum and I can work. It's really about what it's mixed with, because I need an oil to be able to cut it. But that is really this product. She's bae. I order her on subscription. She is just phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal. I will never give her up. And that is the Curl Maker gel. The second gel that I am very similarly in love with is the Curly Magic, the curl stimulator, with also aloe vera, nettle, and marshmallow. So same bases as the Curl Maker, which is probably why I love both of them so much. It has aloe leaf, it has hydrolyzed wheat protein, which can go either way for me, but in this goes really, really well. Horsetail, nettle, jojoba oil, those are the main things. Vitamin E. Those are the main things. And this really works for me as well. She is just also bae. Again, can use her alone, can use her with any of my leave-ins. I also can use her paired on top of this. I actually like to use these together. So I will first apply my Curl Maker gel, and then I'll put my Curly Magic on top of her. And that is honestly the thing that gives me so much more days of hair and gives me extra hold. But something about the concoction just really works for the strands of my hair. And the texture of both of them are that snotty, mucusy type of jelly gel, which is what really works for me. I've tried different versions of other things. There was a period of time where I was super in love with the Curl Show. The Curls, I don't remember that brand. It's pink. It's curlz Curl Show, something from ORS gel. It has a similar texture. It has a really great slip, but I couldn't get that like tacky feeling to not be in my hair. There's something in the base of that creates like a tack that my hair doesn't like. I tried the same thing with the 808 base gel from The Dew. Again, that tack feeling my hair just does not vibe with. And there are very few gels that I've been able to find that like don't have the tack. There was a period of time where I was trying the Kinky Curly Not Today and the curling custard. I actually still really like that concoction, but I have to put something between the layers to cut the like dandruffy, snowflakey situation that can happen with that gel. But that actually is a good concoction that I'm actually going to bring back. So mark my words, in 2026, I will bring back that Kinky Curly, because baby, she be doing it. Like if I'm really good about it, she be doing it. But that's another one that has like that snot nose texture jelly, and it just works. I don't know what it is about the textures of those gels and their bases, but all of them have similar bases. They're aloe, they're nettle, they're horsetail or marshmallow root type of situation in there, and it just works. Like something about those concoctions and those bases just really work for my hair. So that's the thing with those gels. The last two gels are more about like finisher products. So this is the Fenty Hair, the jelly type. It's actually a stronghold gel. Some girls have been using this on the lengths of their hair. I'm like too terrified to do that, but I do really love her on my edges. I may play with the idea of doing it on the length of my hair, but the thing that really turns me off from that is the list of ingredients on this bad boy, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with a lot of ingredients, but when so many of them are things I don't know what they are, and like I have to Google like what is this chemical, I am concerned. So I mainly use her like on my edges, which is how Rihanna designed this product to be. Though I have seen girlies like use it on the length of the hair because it does have that same like jelly type of texture. I don't think I'll be experimenting with that end of it, but it's there. And then lastly is my Eco Styler gels. I actually have a few of these. I had the argan oil one, I had the clear, I had the olive oil, and I had the coconut. It really doesn't matter which one they are. I really just use them to slick down and style my hair. But I will say that the coconut one, the argan oil one, and the clear one are my favorite hands down. Olive oil is just like an OG one, but it's not like my fave of them. And I think it just has to do with smell. Like when I look at smell, I like the smells of those three, but I don't necessarily like the smell of the olive oil. They all kind of work the same for me. They don't really like do anything different, but I also don't use them on the length of my hair to be able to say like, oh, this one works really well for this curl type or whatever. I really only use it to do that. And so you'll see me really only use Eco Styler gel when I am doing like some kind of finisher, or I'm swooping my edges, or I'm throwing her in a wet bun or whatever. And that's really it. Those are like the gels and the ways that I'm use them, and that's all. My hope is that in 2026 I can bring back my Kinky Curly, because that was bae for a very long time. So stay tuned for that. That might be on the docket. But other than that, that's it when it comes to gels. So overall, those are the ones that I'm using and taking with me into 2026. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share with friends, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.